Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Japan Candy Box. So the first, these are the pure Japanese pear gummy candy. So to start with, all right, I have their little pamphlet in front of me, and there's a few things that are kind of interesting to me. So if you're looking at this thinking that looks like an apple, not a pear, yes, Japanese pears look a lot like apples. They actually call it out in the pamphlet, and it's the first time I've seen any of these culture guides or the pamphlets comment on that, how different Japanese pears are from Western style pears. Honestly, I grew up eating both. They're delicious. I love them so much, and we do not get enough pear flavored treats. Please send me more. I love them. But this is called a sweet and sour fruit gummy, which has me really kind of confused because I grew up eating these pears, right? And they're saying in the pamphlet that it's supposed to taste like eating a sweet and sour pear from Japan. Only I've never had one that was sour. They've always just been sweet. So I'm really interested to see how this turns out. Just because if you've been on the channel for a while, you probably already know this. If you're new, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. I am a sour wimp. I cannot handle sour at all. I'm terrible with them. But most of the treats that we've gotten from Japan that say they're sour haven't been. So I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm very confused. Maybe these pears were always sweet and sour and I just never noticed. I don't know, I'm very much starting to get the impression that aside from the ume, the pickled plums, that Japan and I have very different ideas on what is sour and what is not. So we're going to just see where this falls on that spectrum. I'm very curious to see. We are also going to try, this is the Fanta Mystery Ramune Candy. So these are supposed to be kind of those Ramune fizzy candies, but they are flavored like apparently a type of Fanta. They are not, I have no idea what flavor this is going to be. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to tell what flavor it is. We're gonna see how well I can. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Okay, starting with these, I'm hoping they fall. Oh my gosh, I can smell them already. This is a fabulous sign. And it smells like the pears I'm used to, the Asian pears that I grew up eating. They smell amazing. If you have never tried a Japanese pear, I highly recommend, if you see these pears that look like apples, in your local grocery store, wherever it is, if you have the opportunity, try one. They are amazing. Absolutely worth it. And these are just these little heart-shaped gummies. Very appropriate. Very appropriate. But that's very interesting. So the gummy, really nice texture. Very pleasant texture, very good. Getting to the flavor, this is where things are interesting. Because it is actually sour. Very unusual for a candy like this to actually be sour, but it is. And it's kind of a little much for me. Like I said, sour wimp. If you love sour candies, my sister adores them. Everything I think is a little too much, she thinks is nothing. It does taste like the pear, but I've literally never tasted that pear flavor with the sour before in my life. That is the first time. It is good. It does have that pear flavor, but it is a little hard to find under the sour. If you like sour, you might love these. If you don't, maybe give them a pass. But just in general, if you have the opportunity to try something uh, that is Japanese pear flavored or Japanese pear itself, I mean, really get one, slice it up like you would an apple. It is amazing. So, so good. I love them. Highly recommend. Um, yeah, these if you're good with sour, definitely worth your time. If you're not, maybe give them a pass. But just in general, these Japanese pears, so good, so amazing. You should definitely try. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. So moving on to our Fanta mystery Ramune candy. It feels a little weird calling it Fanta instead of Fanta, but I do know that's how they would call it over in Japan. Like, I'm positive that's how they say it. Okay. I have no idea what this is going to be. Okay. So texture-wise, it's kind of like a sweet tart that fizzes up as you chomp it. Or, whether you chomp or not, it fizzes as it mixes with your saliva. Um, that one was also really kind of sour. Like, I was surprised. I think it might have been pineapple flavored. I don't know. I have no idea. I genuinely could not tell. Um, but it was good. Definitely kind of more on that sour, sweet, tarty flavor. The fizz is kind of fun, honestly. Uh, yeah, if you enjoy those sorts of things, would definitely recommend. This is really just kind of, I don't know, it feels very different from what I see usually. I don't see a ton of fizzy candies like this, so I just kind of always I I feel like it's different, and for me that makes it kind of fun to try. So I recommend, just because it does feel very different from at least what I have personally experienced and see where I am. Really kind of fun. Really not bad. It's pretty good. Even if I have no idea what flavor that was supposed to be. I really don't. I'm sorry. I am not that good at these mystery games, unfortunately. Gochuso-sama. So to recap, we did our pure Japanese pear gummy, which was actually a sweet and sour gummy. Um, Pretty good. A little sour for my taste personally, but I am a wimp, so don't let that stop you if you want to try them. And it does have that good Japanese pear flavor, and regardless of whether or not you are good with sour or not, highly recommend, if you get the chance to, try a Japanese pear. They are amazing. We also tried the Fanta Mystery Ramune candy, where I could not guess the flavor at all. I could not even begin to guess. But it kind of had, a texture a lot like sweet tarts, but then it fizzed up as it mixed with your saliva. Really fun, really crazy, pretty good. Also on the sour side. So if you like sour, these will probably be nothing to you, but you might like them too. At least for me, they felt a touch sour. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.